Hello, everybody. I'm Garmbreak1, and this is Midgardia. Today we'll be playing Cozy Town, which is a Sword Queen game by Jamila R. Nedjadi. And I hope I got that right. If not, I am sorry. Um, and just before my lovely players introduce themselves, I would like to thank our sponsor, Roll20. Roll20 is the platform that we use for all of our tabletop stuff. You can do a ton of games, including, this, but also Dungeons and Dragons, every edition of it. Mitch Tim, Powered by the Apocalypse stuff, Forged in the Dark stuff. There's a ton of stuff. Uh, it's really good, and it's got fancy dynamic lighting, but we won't be using that today. It's also got playing cards, which we will be using today. Look at these nice and fancy little card backs. You can't see them very well, but they're there, and they're nice, I promise.
Yeah, emphasis on a little then.
Yes, indeed.
When you pull them out, you can see them bigger.
Shh. Spoiler alert.
Nope.
No, click on it, flip card, right click.
Oh god. This is the first time I've used these, so we're okay. Flip card, yeah. Oh yeah. Embiggen. Check that out. Real fancy. All right.
Where's the button that makes them bounce all around the screen like solitaire?
I don't know, but I just stole it.
Why would you do that? How do we put it back?
I swear.
How do I put it back? Is it?
Just delete it.
Want that deleted, not put it back?
Well, you have more controls on the deck. You can
recall.
Yeah.
Recall.
You can shuffle too.
Anyway, the important thing is roll20.net. Ton of cool stuff you can do there. Go check it out. And Pi, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Pi, and I'm playing a mysterious stylist that apparently is going to be making a cozy town.
And Matt.
I am Matt. No, quite really. I didn't know what I'm going to be playing it, but I'm sure it'll be something cozy and cuddly.
And Karu.
Hi, I'm Karu, and I totally did not read anything about this before, so I'm going in blind. Wee.
Yeah. So, Cozy Town is something that we haven't really done before. It's a town building game, in the vein of Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. I've never crossed an animal myself, but I've heard people talk about it, so I consider myself kind of an expert. And as the person who has read this document all the way through, well, most of the way through, pretty much all of it, I get to read it all to you folks now. So to play this game, we need 3 to 6 players. We have 3 to 6 players. 3 to 4 hours. We probably have 3 to 4 hours. Pencils, well, we're on the internet, so no. Deck of playing cards, got that. 6-sided dice, we can do any sides of dice. Tokens, eh. Alright, well, we're good. I've got text that I need to read to you. It's in a box labeled when we start playing I say, so that's me. Thank you for playing Cozy Town with us today. Together, we'll create a lovely community and their sweet inhabitants. We'll be looking at everything with a bird's eye view, though we are free to zoom in and describe any particulars if that makes us happy. We'll play out an entire year, answering questions the game asks of us, and go through the seasons together. It's best to answer the questions intuitively and trust what comes up. Let's have fun and make sure everyone's having a good time. Hope you all have a good time. At this point, we highly recommend setting out tea and sweets, which I believe Karu has covered, or whatever makes you feel soft, warm, and happy. Then lay out the following: the Welcome to Our Cozy Town sheet, which is just this kind of blank document for now, the deck of cards over there, and tokens. I can continue to read out loud the rest of the pages or summarize. Together, let's answer the question: who are we? We suggest that you create non-human characters, as they can be really fun to play, but really go with whatever feels best. Would you like me to read their ideas, or do y'all wanna spitball?
Well, it seems like it's not just the townsfolk, but like the general ambiance of what we're making.
Indeed.
Yes, the vibes of our town.
The vibe.
Right. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do we want to lean into Ghibli style and whatnot?
Solid 9 at least, I figure.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. The
The other 1 out of 10 is like make the heads bigger.
chibi, great. We're all chibis.
Or bobbleheads.
Bobblehead chibis.
Actually, the third idea reminds me of one thing that came up in the last year's Extra Life, where Show's character ended up in the Feywild and going to this place that was all cats. It was just cats.
See no
Feywild
problem.
cats. So clearly we're some kind of cat colony, chibi anthropomorphic cats.
They don't have to be cats.
Do you have a problem with cats? Do you want them to be dogs? I thought
I'm
we were
just
cat
saying,
people here.
what if we
like
wanted
dogs.
like other animals?
Okay, what other animal?
Ones with 4 legs?
So a town of miscellaneous animals. Sounds good to me.
Are
Maybe
we a mix of animals? Are we like full on Animal Crossing,
it's fine by me.
Fine without you.
but like
I-
small
I do like this one. Sorry, Gar. I do like this one idea in the town slogan. It says one idea is a small group of sentient guardian succulents living in a mystical twilight grove in a fantasy world. So we could all be plants if we wanted to.
We could be anything.
Cozy cacti. Perfect for snuggling.
No, that means that we have to put those like earplug things on each spike. So when you get a new spike, you put another earplug on it.
Just covered in corks.
And if you are particularly crafty, you paint said cork before you put it on.
So I think miscellaneous animals was kind of the takeaway there. So what kind of place is
plant?
this? Or plant. Yes, plants are fine. I thought that was a mitten at first, but no, that's a cactus.
No.
Listen, I've looked at a lot of pictures of Michigan. I'm primed for it.
Yeah,
It's
right.
missing the little upper part. It's missing the UP.
Yeah, the
You
Yoop.
need a little hat.
Apparently, they pronounce it the Yoop there, according to my Michigander friend, which is fascinating.
They do call themselves Upers.
Good lord.
What?
Shout out to anybody in the Yoop. I
The
guess.
UP.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So, where is our colony of various, animals and plants? Is it, a small neighborhood in like a otherwise fairly modern city? Is it like a forest grove or a tropical beach? It's probably not the Atacama Desert. I don't know why that came to mind, but I'm guessing it's not
neither.
that.
Is it the cactus?
It was probably the cactus, yeah.
I do like the idea of like a forest grove with like a river or pond nearby. Seems
Definitely want to have
mysterious.
like some water features.
Yeah, like a waterfall or something.
All right, so
Maybe it's like a hidden valley with like this pretty waterfall.
Like a
Kinda
like a Shangri-La type of atmosphere.
Yeah, like a forest.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Also, for those not familiar with this group of people, Cannon is my cat, and my wife really likes Cannon. That's why it
She's
says
very fluffy.
she is very fluffy. All right, so we got ourselves, a cute little valley. Also, Karu, your art's good. It's always fun watching this stuff just sort of pop up.
Foomp, foomp, foomp.
And like, I know that this is obviously very unrefined, but it's still really evocative and stuff.
Listen, you know what's going on, probably.
Yeah. All right, so we got like a hidden, secluded valley with a nice waterfall going into it, and all that fun stuff. All right. So I didn't take the jokers out of the deck, even though you're supposed to. I'm
Monster.
sorry. I know. So if you pull a joker, just pull again. Each suit. Oh crap! Separate the deck cards into the 4 suits. You son of a. Garm Break 1 did not read all of this in advance. He thought he did, but he did not. I don't know what to do about this. Give me one moment. Talk amongst yourselves about cute stuff, I guess.
Okay, but there has to be a good way to do this. Besides making 4 card things and taking out.
That's what I was
Can you
gonna do.
edit? Can you edit the card? Like what cards are in the decks when you make them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that works then, but that's gonna take a while.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's a good thing you read the document before we started, Garm.
Uh-huh.
Yep, otherwise this would be really embarrassing.
Eh.
Oh, this won't be tedious at all.
I
That means
mean,
it'll be tedious.
you could just like make someone else DM to help you.
Aren't you DM?
No,
Hmm.
I didn't get Garm's message until afterwards.
I see.
Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
Karu, you have the document open, right?
Yes.
Would you be able to take the role of facilitator for a minute while I
What?
deal
This
with
isn't
this?
what I signed up for. Okay,
That's
sure.
true.
That's too bad.
Okay, so the next question is how long do we want to play for? If this is our first time, we may want to try playing out a single season to get a taste for the game, or we can just jump in and play out the whole year. I mean, how much do we want Garm to suffer? Because he has to make 1 deck per season.
I mean, we can start out with 1 season, see how long it takes.
Yeah,
And
so
then
then
by
he
that
only
point-
needs to make 1 deck.
And then by that point, we'll figure out the next season he can make that deck.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so if we're playing a season, do we want to pick a season?
You're getting hearts. I can tell you that
Okay,
right now.
great, great. We're getting hearts. That means we're playing spring.
No.
Right. So a full version of Cozy Town would be the whole deck. We'll have basically 1 year of this town. And you go as long as you want. So you have spring is hearts, diamonds is summer, clubs autumn, spades is winter, and the jokers can go play
Don't
somewhere else.
exist.
Okay, so the first thing we need to pick is 3 to 6 features of our town. We can either pick from the list or sketch out brief details, but why not start with the list? Because that's a pretty long list.
I mean, there's 3 of us, so you want to pick like 1 each, and then we'll go around. And if we want to add stuff to it.
Sure. Since you suggested it, Pi, what do you want to add?
I want to add a flea market where you can buy weird things and trade weird things.
Sounds good.
I like the sound of the Blessed Cemetery where we can hang out with happy, chatty spirits.
Look, they get bored.
So we have, what was yours, Pi?
Flea market.
Flea market where you can buy all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we adding the X facilitators option?
Sure.
X.
Sure.
Listen, I'm doing my best here. I'm facilitating you facilitating right now. Or
Help
you're
me,
facilitating me
help
facilitating?
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt, what do you want to add?
I like the idea of like the caves with singing crystals. So maybe that's like something that's behind the waterfall or something like that.
Ooh. Secret cave.
Yeah, that's how you do a waterfall. You can't have a waterfall without something
Something cool
behind
behind
it.
it. Yep.
And that is sufficiently
Tension.
cool.
In Phantasy Star Online 2, they had a waterfall that would crash the game when you go behind it. That was cool.
That's an interesting way to do it. Yeah.
That's a
It's a way to-
choice.
a
I'm
way
so-
to flip the trope on its head, yeah.
I'm so glad they fixed that.
Genshin just released a new patch, so we're exploring this new area, and it's full of waterfalls, and I've been smooshing my face into each one, and so far nothing. Very disappointed.
Literally unplayable.
Yep. Okay, so yes, I have to figure something out. I like a bookstore, but maybe the bookstore is run by some of the spirits from the cemetery, and it's like close by the cemetery.
Dead trees, dead spirits.
Okay, so good news, bad news. Good news, deck's done. Bad news, I deleted the original deck in the process, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how I did that.
It's fine. You can make more, so
Yeah. But deck's done. It now has just hearts. And it's 13 cards, so I didn't accidentally delete a heart in there, which I was worried I would.
okay, we have 4 things. We need 3 to 6. Do we leave it at 4?
Are we
Four-
missing anything?
I mean, this is just features, so this is what our town is known for. So it doesn't have to be like everything that's in the town. It's just what we're known for.
Yeah, I think 4 sounds good.
I think we're like the weird town that doesn't have like a main road that goes to it, but if you wander around, maybe you'll get there and talk to the spirits and come back with a trinket.
Digging it. Did you guys hear the
Chill out,
cat meowing
meditate.
a second ago? That was canon.
Innocent.
Very cute.
Oh, I can't flip it. Oh wait, no, I can. I lied. There, it is perfectly.
What? Oh.
There.
Just perfect.
Got it. Wow, there's more. There's more like
Options.
text options now. A
Uh,
lot of them don't seem
Oh.
to change at all.
I can take over facilitating again if we want to move on to the next step.
I think you
Okay.
just got fired, Karu.
Wow. Well,
It was a
Nice
short run.
being- it was nice being your facilitator.
It was lovely having you.
Thank you for facilitating me facilitating her. I appreciate it. What have you got stuck in your fur? What did you do? Okay, I can worry about that later. There's like a sticky patch in her fur. It's fine, I'm sure.
It's for mischief.
Well,
Probably
she
from
should be able to
mischief.
clean it herself.
Yeah, she'll figure it out. She's gonna say she's smart, but no.
Just make Hubble do it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Alright, so next up is the Friends of Our Town section. Pick 2 to 3 friends of our town. These are our neighbors. We support and cherish each other. Our friends regularly visit our town. We can pick from the list below, or we can make up something similar. We can sketch out brief details. So this isn't us, this is like, who's near us, who comes to visit and chillax.
Oh, like
and...
regular visitors.
Yeah. This is the, like Beetle from Legend of Zelda, or somebody from Animal Crossing who visits regular. I don't know.
Yes.
We
Kate-
need someone
Sahara,
to supply
the carpet
things.
lady.
We need people to supply things for a flea market.
Alright, so
I-
it's,
Like,
I really like the idea of merchant mermaids that just like go like appear in the river.
yes,
yeah, they're like, oh, it's time to go down the waterfall.
yes, the freshwater merch maids.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You just wanted to put merch maids in.
I did want to say merch maids, yes. Alright, so we got sorry, Matt?
I would say that does go well together.
Yeah. Matt, you got any suggestions for our friends and neighbors?
Well, I was thinking like some kind of courier service makes sense, but the merch maids I think kind of cover that.
I mean, not necessarily, because merch maids could just be like a couple times a year sort of thing.
Okay. to then someone who comes more often. Probably someone or something that can fly of some sort. So maybe like pelicans or cranes that that show up every now and then and bring like traveling newsies or something like that.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
Traveling what?
Newsies.
Newsies, like
Newsies.
newspaper salesmen or things like that.
The
Ah,
The
the
town criers.
the impoverished children who stand in the streets and shout extra, extra. Come on, Carter, you should remember them. You're old enough.
uh-huh.
No. She was a merch maid.
Right, my mistake. Shouldn't talk shit about Carter. She knows where I live.
I do.
Yeah, I like the sound of the traveling newsies. They like bird people or something.
Yeah, I was thinking like cranes. Or actually, here we go. Secretary birds. Although are those flightless? Can't remember.
Which
Well,
one,
not
sir?
anymore.
They
We'll
aren't
go
in
with-
our world.
Cranes are fine.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Train, no, nah, just, get rid of the S.
Do we want
Alright.
do we want a third neighbor? It says pick 2 to 3, and we're currently sitting at 2. Which is between 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Pi, do you have any ideas?
I was thinking maybe about either some wandering spirits that are maybe less chatty, but like,
Maybe they're wandering spirits looking for a home, and that's how we ended up with all these spirits.
I'm down with that.
we have a spirit realtor
The,
somewhere in town that's like, you'd love this place.
occasionally wandering spirits searching for peace end up here. I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yep.
Or at least company.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some decide to stay forever, others still have business to attend to. I got you.
Mhm.
I like that. Yeah.
It's like living on a town in a. No, I don't know where I was going with that. We're done.
Good effort.
I tried.
There was an effort.
There was an attempt. Alright. So next up, we've got upcoming events. Pick 3 to 4 events of our town. These are celebrations to look forward to as the year passes. Keep in mind the events don't happen on their own. You'll have to work together as a community to bring them to life. Provide some detail on what these celebrations are about. You can also make up something in the same spirit, of course. I like how it has the little OK and 1 sec buttons and just like the general UI theme that they've got going on.
Listen, you wouldn't believe how many times I've tried to click anything.
The slider bars on this side of it.
This
Yes.
this PDF has better UI than most websites I use. I hate this.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not
so,
that the person who made the PDF does bad, it's just that all those websites are terrible.
Oh yeah, no, like this is
Yeah.
real good.
I love PDF.
So I think that the main event has to be like a spirit appreciation day. Maybe it's the day where some spirits finally leave to, whatever reincarnation or next world or whatever the fuck happens.
Their new adventure, yes.
Yeah. And we celebrate and keep them happy so they don't, go berserk and destroy the town.
And I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
They would never.
I'm sure there have never been any mass possessions in this town.
What? No.
That was
That's
only
against
one
the
Halloween.
law. If a spirit does that, they get kicked out.
We had to make that after the one Halloween.
I think it's
The
called
Halloween-
Spooky Fun Day.
The old Halloween of '06.
No,
Sorry,
Garm. It's called
Trash.
Spirit Appreciation Day.
Right, right. I think the Harvest and Rain Festival would be a good match for our town too. It fits into that kind of like rebirth theme that we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe some of the broken crystals get collected and then sold to the merch maids.
Yeah. Yeah, Crystal Harvest sounds good.
I bet you really want to make sure the rain isn't very abundant in a valley with a river or lake.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
creation of more spirits. That's not terrible, right?
How long can you tread water? Ha ha.
What are you gonna do? Send me to double hell?
No. What you do then is you just dig the mountain dirt really, really fast, so the land also goes up.
Yeah, there you go.
It's key play.
Minecraft our own valley.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's tech.
I
Alright.
kind of like a gift exchange day or something like that, where you have to give a gift to someone you don't know really well in the area,
Oh yeah.
whether that be spirit or otherwise.
Do you get assigned a person, or do you have to use your noggin?
You either use your noggin, or you can ask friends that are like, "Oh, do you know anyone who's not expecting something?" Or, who haven't I gotten in the last X years?
Alright, I got you. Also, thank you to whoever's typing this out. I assume
It's
it's either.
Karu.
Okay. But it's gonna be either Karu or Pi. Thank you.
Bad.
No offense, Matt. They're just very proactive, and I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Take that back. I am not.
They're very proactive when it comes to tabletop role-playing games.
Somehow that was worse.
Alright.
So what do we do in the Harvest and Rain Festival? We just celebrate the harvest.
Yeah, I mean, so I sort of got confused, and when I said harvest, I was definitely thinking of, like, planting, which is not the same thing. Because, like, you have the... Self-explanatory, thanks. Because, like, planting seeds and the idea of spirits, like, moving on to reincarnate, those two things seem kind of synchronous. Because you're using the remnants of the old to create new things and new experiences and all that kind of stuff. So
So
how does that function as a celebration is the question, yes.
Well, wait. So is it harvest or is it planting season you want to
I
celebrate?
want to celebrate planting season. I'm just not
Maybe
very
it's
bright.
less like a harvest festival than like maybe a renewal festival, because it seems like you're trying to do something more with like,
Okay.
oh, we had all this old stuff and now we're going on to a new year or new set
Yeah.
of spirits and people.
Renewal festival sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. There. It has been changed.
Thank you. And yeah, rain provides life and symbolizes the experiences that change us and help us grow. It's all metaphors all the way down.
Okay.
Thank you for being able to condense my ramblings.
I like how the next step says let's draw a map, and we're like 10 steps ahead on that one.
Yeah, I considered saying something when you started because I did actually remember that part, but why would I stop my players from doing good things?
How did I get to 250 zoom? Let me just zoom out.
Putting all those fine details on the leaves. Yeah,
We
I mean,
just
we
don't
actually
know.
haven't drawn the actual town, so I'm guessing the town is like here.
Yeah.
I thought the town was just the whole thing.
Excuse me. Yeah, just kind of the general area, I suppose, and they've got the man. You don't want to put the cemetery that close to the floodplain, but this is not the time for realistic urban design.
Wait, that looks terrible.
The time for realistic urban design is after this stream. I go watch some more Not Just Bikes on YouTube because he's really good.
What are you drawing over there? Hi.
Hello, flea market.
Oh, okay. I was gonna draw the flea market on the other side, but sure. So wait, put the cemetery like over here.
I don't know. I was gonna put it in the forest.
God.
That sounds good. Does this does the placement of the flea market necessitate a cute bridge? feel like it necessitates a cute bridge.
I think the river necessitates a cute bridge.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Not everyone is going to want to cross all the way, go behind the waterfall, and come back out to go to the other side.
Well, then they're cowards.
Listen, so what about the little visiting cacti that has very, very stubby roots? The stubbiest, Garm.
Just the stubbiest.
There's the library.
This place is adorable. Sorry, is the library directly adjacent to the graveyard?
Yes, because
Yeah,
it's run by
because
the
the spirits
spirits.
run
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. They got a nice commute, you know.
No, it's great because the spirits can't accidentally like leave greasy fingerprints all over the books.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not gross ectoplasm spirits like in Ghostbusters. Busters, I got
No.
you.
No. Come on, it's Cozy Town, not
They're
Snot Town.
cute floaty ghosts.
Yeah, Snot Town's next week.
Hmm.
Tune in next week for Grossy Town.
Need,
This week, Cozy Town. Next week, Cringeville.
Uh,
dock. And I guess we'll have another dock here.
nice, lovely place for the merchmaids to ply their wares,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
hawk their wares rather. You play trades. I think.
Wait, did we roll back into using seashells for money?
Hell yeah. I'm down with that. That is appropriately cute.
But there's no seashells here. We're not by the sea.
Well, yeah,
We
but we
would
don't know
depend
where
in-
that river came from, and it falls down
Does
the
it-
waterfall.
So does our new income come from like seashells that make it all the way here?
Yeah, sure.
Seashells and other weird things that float down in the river, like pretty rocks.
So we have like a seashell collector place down here.
Seashell cleaning.
It's not the place for realistic economics.
I mean, you need new income coming in because seashells will eventually break. So,
Nonsense.
How rough are you on your money, bud?
have you ever had a collection of seashells, Garm?
No, of course
Okay.
not. They live in
Okay,
fucking
yeah, that does
Alberta.
show. Right.
Yeah, they do get dry out and get pretty brittle over time.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. One person here grew up basically on the ocean, and the other one grew up with like more lakes than they did people.
The pretty okay lakes. Yeah. Is
What? No, I grew up in Minnesota.
that not along the Great Lakes?
Well, yes, but it's also got like 10,000 of its own lakes, not counting the Great Lakes.
Get wrecked. I win.
No, you don't. You live in friggin' Alberta.
Yeah. Nobody wins here. But Alberta's not cozy, so let's move on. Oh, I'm gonna get assassinated by the premier now. Dare I insult our province? Yeah, well, our map is lovely. I also quite appreciate the snow-capped mountains. Shall we move on to the next step?
Sure.
Each turn of play is a passing week in our town. On their turn, the active player will draw a card and refer to our town oracle. Which is something.
We have a town oracle? Rad.
I will have to scroll down to that part. There's a lot for me to read here. I assume that'll make sense in a sec. I did read this like 2 weeks ago. I promise. You don't believe me. There's a matching question and or event for each card, and the active player makes a choice and follows the instructions in bold. We can discuss it as a group a little bit, but the person whose turn it is has the final say. Next, the active player can choose one of 3 actions. A feature of our town grows or changes in some way, a friend of our town visits for a little while, or our town prepares for an event. And with event capitalized in bold, I can't help but read that like it's incredibly ominous, but Cozy Town is the opposite of that. So it's not a mass extinction event. Probably.
I have one question, Garm.
What
Cozy
up, Toast?
Township says town name. Don't we have to name this place?
Yeah, yes. What do you want to name your town?
Mm.
I'm thinking Spirit Vale. That's all I got.
I mean, Spirit Vale works.
Matt, what do you think?
I was definitely leaning towards Vale for sure, of some sort.
Like VALE or
Yeah.
Yeah.
VEIL?
Uh,
Well, now that you went there, that can also work.
I think I like ALE because it works as sort of like a subtle. It's implying the EIL interpretation, I guess.
Yeah.
If anybody's into sentence diagramming, try one of the things I say sometime. Good luck. There's a challenge for you. Spirit Vale.
all right, we have named our town.
Excellent. We are no longer a nameless. I'm not even sure if it is a village or a hamlet or what, but we're Vale now.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
We got to draw cards.
Oh no, I still have to read like 2 more pages.
Oh,
It's just explaining all of the actions, which I feel like those are all pretty self-explanatory, but I can go into them if y'all want. I'm gonna go into them. Feature of our town grows or changes. Point to the feature of our town. We can use the painting tool on Roll20 for this because I was gonna say we don't have physical fingers, but we all do. It's just that's not.
we don't know that.
Maybe we just have, a bunch of prickly.
No, I mean in real life we all do. Change the feature of the map to reflect this growth or change. Everyone else at the table briefly says how the townsfolk react to this. A friend of our town visits for a little while. Describe which friends come to visit. Tell everyone at the table how our town becomes better for it. If it's appropriate, you can change something on the map or add something. Everyone else at the table describes one of the townsfolk who leaves for a while. I guess they leave for a bit. Where do they go? What do they do? If it'll take them a while to come back, write that down on the map. And finally, our town prepares for an event. Describe which event our town is preparing for. Tell everyone what the goal of the event is. Everyone else at the table describes how our town needs to prepare for an event. When our town prepares for an event, the active player draws a symbol on the map to represent it, and where it will take place if appropriate. The active player then picks up one 6-sided die. Preparing for the event can take 1 to 6 weeks. Talk to everyone else and quickly come up with a time frame. Set the event die to reflect that time frame. What we need a die for? Alright. On every succeeding turn, remember to move the event die to show the event preparation moving along. The active player can decide to briefly describe how preparations are coming along when they move the event die. When preparations are complete, the table can narrate the event together. Have fun! And now we got tokens. We're almost there, I promise. Soon we'll draw a card. Cozy tokens are a mechanic of the game, but they're also a way to show how cozy we feel. Whenever you feel cozy or are happy about how the game is going, take a cozy token. When you take a cozy token, briefly tell the table what happened to make you feel cozy. That way we can make sure to keep your cozy meter up. This is very hard for me to read without sounding sarcastic, and I am doing my best.
It's alright.
I'm too edgy for this. Thanks, babe. I love you. I take a cozy
very
token.
Edgy.
Well, look. No, I'm not gonna take. No, I'm not taking a cozy token. What do you do with your tokens? Here are ways you can spend your cozy tokens on your turn. Introduce a new member, aspect, or friend of the community, even if the card you picked didn't ask you to. Add a new cozy detail to something already established. Introduce something completely new and cozy to our town that the rules don't quite cover. Turn to a player and say why you're grateful for them. Give them your cozy token.
And the box at the bottom goes, "Aww."
It does. Alright, and the other page is just remember to be cozy in like 4 different text boxes. Okay, who would like to be the first one to draw a card?
So, brief aside for the cozy tokens, if you roll a die, preferably a d20, but whatever die you like to be your cozy token, then you like grab it, the image, and you drag it onto the field. And there you go. And it'll be the color of that you have selected down below beside your name.
Nifty.
And then you can like right click on it and it'll say multi-sided and you can choose the number that appears on it.
Radical.
Matt rolled highest. You want to go first?
Sure. Draw a card.
And just lay it out on the table.
10 of hearts.
10 of hearts. A new lovely forest suddenly appears nearby. Who lives there? Change the map if need be. Oh,
Right.
sorry, there's 2 options for each. My mistake. Or, there's a new birth in our town. Tell us about the family and their lives.
Okay. So leaning towards the forest, just trying to see where might be a good place to, or maybe not
You
a
can
good
always
place.
discover a new path in between the mountains that leads to like a little area.
Yeah. So
And
let's
Karu
say
can select and move all of our red boxes somewhere.
so I'm thinking maybe it's kind of still early in spring. The snow's kind of starting to melt. So at some point, the snow that's maybe blocking a path between those 2 mountains there melts enough that people can start moving through that way, and people come across a new grove, kind of in this area.
That sounds pretty cool.
Nice, nice.
And that grove, let's see,
Snowmelt Grove.
good name for it. The most prominent feature of that grove is that the trees, so like the branches kind of go up and out like you normally do, but then they kind of all kink up at like 90-degree angles.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Nice.
So I will try using my best bad roll 20 art to draw some kind of example of that.
Don't worry, it'll be better than whatever I end up doing. Alright, oh yeah, I'm digging it. Right, is that it for the forest then?
Yeah, we'll say they're called antler trees. That's what
Nice.
they wind up looking like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's nifty.
Well, since we're talking about deer, how about you go next, my dear?
Okay, that was terrible. It was also very cute and I feel cozy.
Take a cozy toke.
No, I don't want to. Draw. No, not 10. Not 10, just 1. Too many card. 6 of hearts.
Alright. Someone discovers a charming commodity that we can use and trade with other towns. Change the map if need be. Or, someone or something from the past appears. How do they want to help our town?
Ooh. Since we have the spirits, I'm liking the something or someone from our past appears.
Yeah, like,
Let's see here. I think it's going to be someone that used to live in the town, but decided to go on an adventure and see outside the Vale. But they've come back and they want to help to either make tunnels in the mountains for emergencies or for making the town bigger so that more people could come in, because they decided that it was very nice outside of the Vale, but the Vale was nice and cozy in it. So in case more people want to come in, there should be more room for them.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
So maybe like it's a little mole or something that came back.
Or somebody who wasn't a mole before.
And they brought back a mole friend. Or
Yeah.
mole knowledge.
Mullet.
No.
Alright.
Boo.
Karu, would you like to go next? Would it make you feel cozy to go next?
Hmm. 8.
Alright. There's a new place that can help tired and cranky townsfolk recharge and feel better. What is it? Change the map if need be. Or, someone in our town leaves, looking for answers. Who are they? What are they looking for? How did our town help them prepare for their journey?
What was the first one?
There's a new place that can help tired and cranky townsfolk recharge and feel better. What is it? Change the map if need be.
Okay. I have an idea. With all this like discovering in the mountains and the addition of a mole, thinking maybe we found a hot spring.
Yeah, it works for me.
So we have a spa opening up for those who need to recharge.
Alright. Pi says that we forgot something.
What did we forget, Pi?
Next active player. Oh shoot! Yeah, that's true. The 3 actions that I read out a while ago. And by a while, I mean 5 minutes.
So apparently we're supposed to do that every turn after you pick the one or the other.
Alright.
So I figured just do what we did before, and then we'll go back to Matt, and then do the things that we're supposed to do after.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll do mine without as well, and then we'll get it right next round. That's that's the cozy way. Because this is not like genuinely this is not a high stress activity. Yeah. Oh, I like the hot spring.
Thanks.
Very cute. You good?
Uh-huh.
Alright, well, I definitely haven't been putting off my turn, but now I can no longer. Do I draw from that? Okay. Correct. 3 of hearts. A new group is formed in our town. What is their goal, and how does it help our town? Change the map if need be. Or, someone throws a party. What are they celebrating, and how does our town participate? Alright, I think I got one. One of the spirits is an old one-eyed, anthropomorphic wolf spirit, has finally come to peace with the things that have happened to him over the course of his life, thanks to the kind and comforting environment of our town and the things that he's read in the Spirit Run library, and has finally decided to depart this world for a new one. And our lovely, cozy little town is throwing him a going away party to celebrate the, acceptance and moving on and all that stuff. And there's cute little pastries and baked goods and whatever spirits eat, which I guess is also probably baked goods. Yeah. That's what I got.
Cookies.
Ghost cookies, yeah. I feel like serving a ghost-shaped cookie is kind of,
No, they're ghost.
I don't know, I kind of figured they eat marshmallows.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Alright.
Because they're light and fluffy, like ghosts.
I got you, yeah. Yeah, I'm digging it.
Spirit snacks.
Spirit snacks.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Some lovely spirit snacks and baked goods. Everybody has a lovely time. Yeah, that's me done. Which brings us back around to Matt.
Okay. So am I drawing a new card or?
Yeah.
All right. Jack. Oh, hearts.
The Jack of Hearts. A young artist moves in and joins the community. Who are they, and how do they serve our town? This only has one option, like all the face cards.
Ah.
Okay. So. Okay, so this. Okay, so as far as what they do, they are a bookmaker and a bookbinder.
All right.
So they might either work in the library, help repair, patch books up that are maybe getting old and damaged, or help, make new ones. As far as who they are, I'm going to say they are an owl folk.
All right. And they like bind books of the tales of the spirits, or something
Yeah,
like that.
well, actually no, yeah, they like so they might like when they're not like taking care of the library, they may be like either doing interviews, helping spirits kind of maybe ones that are getting ready to pass on, kind of dictate their memoirs and things like that.
Nice.
So they have something for people to remember them by after they pass on.
That's cozy as hell. I'm taking a cozy token. I guess that just puts me in one, so my number doesn't change. But
But you got a token. Yeah.
yeah. And then I made a stupid joke about deer, so that brings us to pie.
Mm. All right. So I draw a card. Boop. 5.
One of the townsfolk discovers their true calling. How do they change things for the better? Change the map if need be. Or, one of the townsfolk is initiated in a special way. What is the ceremony like, and how do their lives change?
Ooh. Wait, no, they get legs, not fins.
What?
Shush, I was thinking of tadpoles, and then hang on. There's a good way to do this. All right, I got it. So I'm gonna go with one of the townsfolk is initiated in a special way, and it's gonna be a big fish like villager
All right.
townsfolk, and they've grown up so much that they can actually go up the waterfall, and they've got like a ceremony where the town gives them a special bag so that they can take things in and out of the town now. And now they can, in addition to the merch maids, help the town to connect with nearby locations.
Nice, nice. I'm taking it.
Are we doing the action thingies?
Yes. Shit. I forgot. Matt, do an action.
You don't have to. It says can
Oh.
choose.
And
Do
I
an action
figure,
if you want.
so feature grows or changes. Let's say just thinking of something that could happen in this lake down kind of near the bottom end of the town. So there's like a big cluster of like water lilies that start growing in one area that just like starts covering the whole thing.
So a feature or town grows or changes is pointing to one of our features, and then that has to grow or change. It's not making a new one.
Oh, all right.
I think that's what
Okay,
the cards are for.
got it. Okay, so the antler trees then from earlier start blooming, but they
Ah,
have blue leaves.
Nice.
nifty.
I'm very fond of the antler tree diagram, by the way.
Thank you.
So, Pi, do you want to do an action?
Hang on. I'm Dwayne. uh,
I mean, I'm petting a cat, so I got all the time in the world, but
yeah, all right.
What
he's
are you
very
doing in
cute.
the water?
Oh, that was the water lilies that have been, I've been told, were not
No,
eligible.
hang on.
So.
Leave those. Leave those. I'm
Alright.
digging it. I want to
Alright.
use my cozy token, and I want to put these little flowers in our town. So we've got the antler trees blooming, and now these things show up. So now I think we're gonna try and get them and see if we can like make little bouquets and dry them so that we can give them out to people.
Hell yeah.
So it's not just like random algae that's on the lake, but like the little flowers
Mm-hmm.
that show up next to lily pads.
I'm digging it. Alright, Karu, I think that brings us around to you.
Okay. 2.
2. Something special about our town is discovered. What is it? Change the map if need be. Or, someone new arrives and they move in. Who are they, and how does our town make them feel welcome?
What was the first one?
Something special about our town is discovered. What is it? Change the map if need be.
Okay. I kind of want to mix both.
Yeah, go for it.
So there's a lake, right? And we always have these mermaids coming and going, and some of them just decided to stay. And we discover that they are making a like underground water area, which is probably why the like flower lilies started growing because of their like houses underneath, bringing like new seeds from other places.
I like it. I like it.
So we have. I'm just gonna move that.
Just scoot some stuff over.
Scoot some stuff over.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Mm-hmm. And they have like little circular like pods that are like stuck to the bottom of the lake.
So kind of like bubbles or like platforms.
No, I'm thinking like seaweed, like uh built like that, and then you have like a hole, and they live inside, and it's like a
So like an onion.
yeah, like an onion made of seaweed.
It's got layers.
Who
And
lives in an
it's
onion
like
under the
growing,
lake?
it's like growing from the bottom. They just like, you have like a seaweed bed, and then they just like form these like little bubbles out of the living seaweed.
Like those ants that build shelters, yeah.
Listen, we weren't using them.
True. So, or would you like to make a featured grower change, have a friend visit, or prepare for an event? Or none of them at all?
I feel like we should start preparing for an event. Because we have the renewal and rain festival, and it seems like things are growing a lot, and it is spring, so we need to prepare for that festival because I'm assuming that happens in spring.
Yeah.
How long is that gonna take us?
So, what's the timeline? What needs to get done before?
Baking. Every
Uh,
holiday involves baking, as far as I'm concerned.
well, we're like almost 2 months into spring, so we're running
I
out
don't
of
know
time.
where we are.
Well, just look at the cards.
Every card's a week.
Yeah, so maybe spring lasts like 7 months. I don't know.
It lasts
Uh,
exactly 13 weeks.
Yeah, there's 13 cards. That's how long spring lasts. So I'd say, do we want to do it like at the end of spring or like
Yeah, sure.
That
mid-spring?
makes sense. Feel like a good transition from one season to another.
Mid would have been reasonable, but we sort of forgot, so end of spring it is.
Well, yeah, that's still more than 6 weeks. So let's say 6 weeks, I guess.
Alright.
I'm just gonna roll a d6 to get a token. Wow, the d6 token is ugly. Okay.
That is a square.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna put that, and we're gonna say that's a bit big.
This cat's letting me squish her rear toe beans, but I know the moment I pull out the clippers, she's gonna start panicking.
Well, then don't blow out the clippers.
But
All
they
right.
need to be
So
cut.
6 weeks for the renewal festival.
Right?
So, so that's what the goal is, to celebrate, all the new shit, stuff, things.
Nice save.
Um, so when everyone else at the table describes how our town needs to prepare for the event.
I hadn't thought this far ahead.
Well, Garm said baking.
I did say baking. I'm saved.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
So baking must be done.
Let's see here.
Probably like clearing out all the like dead foliage and stuff like that from the ground. So
Like making
more-
an area for the event day.
Well, that too. I was saying like just more like so newer things can start growing, but
Mm.
definitely clearing like an like an area for like a festival area or a festival square or something like that.
Okay. I think
gonna-
the spirits are gonna go to the library / bookstore and come up with some nice either speeches thanking the residents of our Spirit Vale for the past year, and maybe come up with some new ideas of what they want to do in the next year.
I like it.
I'm gonna steal an idea from earlier and be like, there's got to be preparing and drying of the flowers for the crowns and stuff that people will wear. So harvesting and drying the flowers.
Excellent.
Okay, I think that's my turn.
Alright. Brings it to me. I'm gonna draw a card. As I remember which buttons draw.
Just
Right,
click and drag it.
Alright. I remember it eventually. 7 of Hearts. Also, I'm very glad that I didn't miss any cards, because that was also a concern.
Also, I posted my work in progress map into text voice.
Excellent. 7. There, 3, yeah. Okay. 3 new establishments are built in our town. What are they? How do they make everyone happier? Change the map if need be. Or there's a silly there's a silly sickness going around town. How is it funny? What's the funny cure for it?
Oh no.
Either draw a bunch or come up with incredibly goofy stuff. That's a legitimately hard decision. I think I'm going to go with 3 new establishments are built in our town. One of them is a tea shop. Or a tea cafe? Cafe, the word. Cafe in general, tea seller, I suppose. They make everyone happier because it's tea. That's it.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, no.
So where's the
think we
tea
should
shop
put it-
located?
Sorry, Pi?
I was gonna say maybe opposite of the hot springs, because then you're close by the singing crystal cave or hot springs for more relaxing
Yeah, I like it.
and away from like the hustle and bustle of the market and like where everybody lives.
I will draw. Somebody has drawn a tea house. Thank you. It is appreciated. 3. Um, trying to think. Not working. Tours of the Caves. It's not technically a new establishment because it's being run out of the same tea house, but it is being run by a friendly mole who takes people on tours of the caves, making sure that everybody is nice and safe when exploring what could otherwise be a dangerous and uncozy area. That doesn't need anything new on the map. It's just kind of
Tea and tours.
tea and tours. Love it. Big fan. And the last one's gonna be a badminton court. A friendly bird offers offers to teach people badminton over by the library cemetery area. Draw that in a moment. And that makes the town better because it's badminton, the coziest of all sports.
It is pretty cozy.
It's like the one sport I was decent at back in school.
I was good at floor hockey. Well, I was okay at floor hockey. That's about it.
I could never figure out how people could hit the badminton birdie like across the gym. Like that sucker didn't even weigh a couple ounces. How do you hit it that hard?
Got to get the angle right. And for my action, the merch maids come to town, with wonderful treasures from beyond the veil.
Yay!
And that's my turn. Brings us back to Matt.
Oh, hang on. We also have now 5 weeks left until our event.
Fortuitous timing for the tea house.
Also, on every single turn, the active player can decide to briefly describe how preparations are coming along.
When we, do -1 for the event die.
Yeah, I
So
think
how's
that's
that
you.
going? No, that's you.
Oh crud, weeks. Shoot. Yeah.
How is it going along during your week?
During my week. With the opening of the tea house, there's now, extra baking facilities and new talent for decorating pastries and spirit snacks. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Ace.
Ace. An unexpected visitor arrives. How do they change our town for the better? Change the map if need be. Or, 2 or more townsfolk fall in love or create a new friendship. Who are they?
Okay. I think one of my options was an old friend visits from faraway lands or something like that.
An unexpected visitor arrives. How do they change our town for the better? Change the map if need be.
Okay.
Could be an old friend.
Be an old friend.
Okay. A raccoon arrives.
Yeah.
Saying that saying that why not? Saying that all trash must be left out for at least 3 days before it can be disposed of.
Interesting.
Because raccoon wants a free meal, apparently.
Is this a... Sorry, go ahead.
So this might kind of segue into the preparations because with that potentially causing an odor problem, maybe some of the flowers being pressed kind of get maybe converted or double dutied to serving as kind of potpourri around being hung up around the town.
So well, we're going to be drying some of these anyway, so we'll just dry them over by the trash.
Yeah, so nothing gets wafted around or anything like that.
All right.
And we do have to take care of our new raccoon friend because they seem to be very clever with their thumbs.
I could see them like starting to teach the people about like reusing garbage. It's like, yeah, so you were throwing this out, but hey, you can reuse this like this.
Or if you can't, then you can turn it into uh, mulch to make super pretty flowers next year.
They should be able to start composting and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
So,
thing I was
so
thinking
the
about.
raccoon comes to our village and teaches our village recycling.
Recycling and composting.
Recycling.
Love it.
Composting.
In exchange for free garbage meals.
Yes.
I think that's a mid-90s cartoon special. Hey friends, I'm Ricky Raccoon. I'm going to teach you about recycling. I want a Ricky Raccoon t-shirt. Or when do we get Ricky Raccoon recycling t-shirts?
I want Cozy Town shirts.
And that was Matt, which brings it back to Pie.
Wait, does
Matt
Matt want to do any of the actions?
Or describe how we're. Well, I mean, I guess we kind of just described how we're preparing for event.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think all of mine kind of just wound up, my story kind of wound up just kind of matching all that stuff together.
Okay, we're down to 4 weeks. All right, bye.
You know, with all this stuff typed out, we probably should have like typed out do what the card says, pick an action, event question mark.
It's in the sidebar, and if we don't read it there, we wouldn't read it on the screen anyway.
King o' Hearts.
A mayor or similar position is elected. Who are they, and how do they serve our town?
Ooh. All right. So there's going to be 2 mayors of Spirit Vale. One's going to be the spirit leader, and it's going to be someone that they pick that's either been there the longest or that has new ideas for the town. And the other one is, let's see here. The other one is going to be a turkey that's just lived here for a while and is familiar with all of the areas. It's not a spare. One of them goes around talking to the folks, and the other one comes up with like all of the planning and all of the organizing details that get in the way of meeting the people.
Contraction of spirit and mayor. There.
So the turkey, goes around, makes sure that, Antler Grove is doing all right, and that the tents at the flea markets don't have any holes in them, and that there's enough space for swimming, and it's not just seaweed pods all the way down. Pods. And now we're at 3 weeks for the Renewal Festival.
Ooh.
I think this is the week that the spirits have decided upon their speeches and that for the festival, so that they can start practicing, so they don't forget. Because if you drop ghost cards, it's very hard to pick them up.
Do we just hear like a bunch of like ghosts sounding like testing out their voices in the cemetery?
Yeah, making it sure it's not too wispy and not too spooky.
Uh-huh.
But you gotta make sure you're also heard throughout the area.
Yeah.
They gotta find the echoiest spot.
I like it. And I believe that brings us back to Karu.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess technically we don't have to go in a strict order, but
That's fine. It's easier that way.
Yeah.
Queen.
Queen. A healer moves in and joins the community. Who are they, and how do they serve our town?
How do they serve the town?
Okay. Healer. I think it's an old fox, like a silver fox. And they move in near the spa and tea house and help use, between the spa and like herbal remedies to keep the townsfolk.
I thought the same thing, Pi. Don't worry. Wrong kind of silver fox. Yeah, I'm digging it.
I feel like they get along well with the tea house.
They start like changing up recipes and stuff. And they're like, no, you gotta make tea with these ingredients because that makes it better for X thing. And the tea house starts like having teas that are specially for like calming down or, um, reducing headache.
Treaty
And
tea
we've
house.
got 2 weeks left for Renewal Festival. I think this is about time to start cleaning up the dead foliage. Which there's a lot of piles of leaves everywhere.
One
What
of
if
which
they?
probably mysteriously gets destroyed when the school children go past it.
Yeah, every day it just starts as a big pile and then it's just like
Bunch of little
flattened
piles.
by the end of the day.
Really makes you think.
How could this happen?
So the whole town just decides that is where they're putting all the leaves, and I'm guessing like they'll make a big bonfire out of it, but in the meantime the kids can play through with it.
I mean, look at it this way: when they jump in the pile, they're breaking them up, so they'll turn into mulch easier.
Yeah.
Harvesting the power of rascally, mischievous youth.
And the making of the other kind of biscuits.
All right, which I believe brings it around to
It's
me.
Garm time.
I'm Garm. But it's true.
It's the 9!
The mighty 9. There's a new luxury shop in it's a new luxury shop in town. What charming treasures do they offer? Change the map if need be. Or a mysterious visiting merchant appears. What enchanting things do they sell? Who buys them? I admit I was hoping Pi would get this one. I'm gonna go with mysterious visiting merchant. They sell various very very nice, interesting looking masks. And several of the townsfolk buy them. The spirits are somewhat wary of them, but the living residents of the town seem quite fond of their new masks depicting various creatures and whatnot. Some mystical, some real. Although in a place like this, the boundary between those two things is thin.
I was half thinking that you were gonna say they were like human-ish, since this is a bunch of anthro animals.
No, you're totally right. These are masks of mythical creatures called humans.
They've got like different beards and like eyelashes, and they look very weird. Like no one's ever seen these creatures before.
One of which is Ted Danson. There are various
That's creepy as
others.
fuck.
No, it's cozy. It's cozy, Karu.
Not feeling the cozy.
I think she's on the spirit side.
Yep. Oh god, are they planning to use those for the renewal?
No, it's just a mysterious merchant. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, then what's happening with the festival?
As the renewal festival approaches.
Oh no.
What? Nothing bad's gonna happen. It's cozy. I'm doing my best. as the renewal festival approaches, candles are, brought out. Very nice scented ones, meant to, illustrate the transformative powers of fire and all that fun stuff. Uh, Goods are baked. Nice banners are drawn celebrating the things of the past year. Um, the general decoration, I suppose, is what I'm getting at here.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody gets possessed by the masks.
Well, that's good to
That
hear.
would not be very cozy.
Would not be cozy. And possession's illegal here.
It's true.
I thought that was
Do you have
5/10 of the law.
do you have anything of the actions?
That you'd like to do?
Right. No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, yes, I do. I'm going to do friend visits. Uh, a Nope, my brain's dead. Got nothing. That's my week.
Friend was going to visit. Something came up.
Yep. Distracted by something uncozy on the road. Right.
Same thing to Matt.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. This might be our last card as well.
Believe
Four.
so. 4. A new tradition comes to life in our town. What is it, and how did it get started? Change the map if need be. Or, 2 or more townsfolk decide to commit themselves to each other. What's the committing ceremony like?
Okay. I will say the tradition that gets started is a bit of a maybe slightly not cozy, but more slightly risky and dangerous one. Diving from the waterfall into the lake or the river below as a way to potentially, I won't say call one's mortality into question, but just maybe kind of grow to appreciate the living life more, maybe not be so in a hurry to join the spirit side of things.
You gotcha. I'm digging it.
As much as that might sound completely backwards, because the risk of that not working out so well.
It's a
I
controlled
mean, it probably
risk.
started as they checked out and made sure it was deep enough.
Yeah. Or more likely, more maybe along the lines of somebody just was really drunk one night and said, "Hey, this will be a good idea. Well, y'all watch this," and thus maybe a new tradition was born. I don't know.
Listen, many goods were baked for this festival, and many towns critters were also baked for this festival.
Lots of poppy seeds. Too many poppy seed muffins were eaten, perhaps.
Y'all watch this is one of my favorite sentences, personally.
Hold my muffin.
And I believe that brings us to the end of spring.
Yeah, the renewal festival happens, so we have to narrate how that goes. That's a group activity.
There's, some lovely music, some drumming, nice candles and banners everywhere.
Flowers all over the place. Big bonfire at night. It's all crackly.
And they've set up a lot of like wooden structures so that the music from the crystal cave bounces out. So there's some kids that are dancing off some energy over by the tea house.
Mm-hmm. The mermaids come up from their onion houses and sing some songs there too. They sing to the tune of the crystal caves.
Nice. You got anything to add, Matt?
Let's see. So among all the baked goods and whatnot, and cakes and muffins and such, one of them has a gold coin um, hidden in it, kind of like king cake from
Ooh.
Mardi Gras, and whoever finds it basically gets to be mayor for a day,
Nice.
the
I
day after
like
the
it.
festival's over, which basically means they're the ones in charge of having to clean up everything,
Get to
which they don't realize until after they get the gig.
be the mayor on the day you're hungover.
Yeah.
That is a cunning
I
plan.
delegate.
It's a cunning plan from the mayor, yeah.
But yeah, I know I'm gonna be just absolutely sauced tomorrow. So yeah, you get to fill in for me.
Hooray!
Good luck.
Have fun.
That's how you get the rest of the village to realize just how much work it takes to be a mayor.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Not all sitting around listening to your assistant talk about tax evasion.
Or what they watched on TV.
Well, that was pretty fun. I should scroll down a bunch and see if there's like wrap up notes.
It depends on if you're going to a new season or if it's the end of the game.
Hey, stop biting my hand, cat.
I believe that is the end for us, at least if that's cool by all y'all.
Sure.
Then I think you want page whatever this is.
End of the game, page 16.
16.
When the time comes, when the last card is played and you've reached the end of spring, take a moment to bask in the story of our town. Each player is asked to share their favorite moment over the year. Take your time, review, reflect. Slowly wind down and enjoy your time together. If you like, you can set aside your welcome to our cozy town sheet. You can meet up again in the future and play out another year. See what happens in our town. You can also make a completely new town, too.
I think you meant another season.
Yeah, another season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think my favorite bit was the Antler Grove. I really like seeing that come together.
Real good.
What about you, Pi?
Honestly, I started digging the tea house and the spa, like the relaxing area. Seems like a very chill place.
The relaxation district.
Yes.
Oh, every city needs to have one of those in real life. I think, like, if this was real, that would definitely be the place I'd spend a lot of time.
Oh yeah. Come visit the Relaxatorium.
Yes.
You want a little bit louder? Go to the Crystal Caves of Song.
Vibe there for a bit.
Come back for your headache tea.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite spot of town. Just the little like healing and the spa and tea house. I'm pretty sure that's where we get the most tourists in this place too.
Yeah.
I like the concept of the merch maids. I don't know if we saw them play out a whole lot, but I like the concept of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came
I do
visiting
like their
once,
onion houses.
and yeah, they've got the cool onion houses. They liked the place so much they moved in.
Yeah.
Merch Maid Outpost.
What about you, Karu? What was your favorite part?
I already said the tea
Yeah.
house and the spa area.
Well, I figured I'd double check.
Yep. That's
Uh-huh.
fine.
Uh-huh.
Well, I believe that that ends our lovely cozy session of creating this cozy town together cozily.
Is it okay if I post a link in our Twitch chat for people who might want to take a look at this themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. And
great.
for those of you watching this on YouTube, there will be a link below. You don't have
Tell-
permission to post links.
And if you want to watch us live so that you could, possibly post links, then twitch.tv/Midgardia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find this at temporalhiccup.itch.io/cozy-town.
I actually had that open in a tab, and I'm still searching for chat logs for it.
Garm.
I try. They are also currently itch funding this project, so the more it sells, the more cool stuff it'll get over time. So that's cool. Yeah. And with that, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
I
Night.